Hello and welcome back to NFL Daily, where today we will be counting down the list of the 10 most valuable franchises in the NFL. Number 10, the Philadelphia Eagles, worth $2.65 billion. At the 10 spot, we find the reigning Super Bowl champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. Fresh off their franchise's first ring, the Eagles placed 10th on our list with a value of $2.65 billion, which is up 6% from the previous season. Eagles quarterback Carson Wentz went 11-2 in his 13 starts last season, racking up over 3,000 passing yards and 33 touchdowns before getting hurt. And now, in 2018, he seems to be picking up where he left off before his injury. And with the return of Wentz, look for the Eagles to be competing late into the postseason again this year. Number 9, the New York Jets, worth $2.75 billion. The first team from New York on this list is the New York Jets, worth a $2.75 billion. The Jets struggled in 2017 with a 5-11 record, but looked to take a new direction when they drafted USC quarterback Sam Darnold with the 3rd overall pick in April. Only time will tell whether this decision was good or not, but in the meantime, the Jets are number 9 on our list. Number 8, the Houston Texans, $2.8 billion. Just ahead of the Jets on the list, we find the NFL's newest franchise, the Houston Texans. The Texans saw an 8% increase in value from the previous year, which can partially be attributed to the team drafting its new franchise quarterback in Deshaun Watson. As a former national champion at Clemson, Watson looked strong in his 6 starts as he completed 61.8% of his passes and threw for 19 touchdowns and over 1,500 yards. Watson suffered an unfortunate ACL tear in November that cut his season short, but fully healthy for this season, Watson has picked up from where he left off last season. Number 7, the Chicago Bears, $2.85 billion. The Chicago Bears have been stuck in last place in the NFC North since 2014, but the franchise's value has managed to stay afloat throughout. Chicago's 2018 season could heavily depend on quarterback Mitch Trubisky's performance. The team traded up to take him with the number 2 overall pick in 2017, but he went 4-8 in his 12 starts in his rookie year. So far in the 2018 season, however, Trubisky's improvement, as well as the acquisition of superstar pass rusher Khalil Mack, has seen the Bears get off to a 3-1 start, which puts them atop the NFC North as they look to make a run towards the playoffs. Number 6, the Los Angeles Rams, worth $3 billion. The Rams saw a massive improvement in their second year back in LA, winning the NFC West with an 11-5 record, with 8 of their players making the Pro Bowl. To follow that up, the front office opted to trade away its 1st, 2nd, and 4th round picks during this year's NFL Draft to bring in wide receiver Brandon Cooks and cornerbacks E.J. Gaines and Marcus Peters. Through 4 weeks of football, the Rams have looked like a team to beat at 4-0, and with an offense that seems to be putting up points at will, the Rams look poised to make a Super Bowl push this season. Number 5, the San Francisco 49ers, worth $3.05 billion. At the halfway point of the list are the 5-time Super Bowl champions, the San Francisco 49ers. The team saw a 2% increase in value to reach $3.05 billion. Coach Kyle Shanahan helped the team improve from an abysmal 2-14 season in 2016 with a 6-10 record last season, but it wasn't enough to get them out of the NFC West's bottom spot. The team had an active offseason, signing cornerback Richard Sherman, running back Jerick McKinnon, and center Weston Richburg, all to multi-year contracts. With this being said, the 49ers season has almost certainly been derailed after their new franchise quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo, suffered a season-ending ACL injury during their Week 3 matchup against the Chiefs. Number 4, the Washington Redskins, worth $3.1 billion. Just edging out the 49ers, at number 4 on the list, we have the Washington Redskins, worth a total of $3.1 billion. The Redskins have seen a steady increase in value in the recent years, jumping by $250 million in the past 2 seasons. But while the money is up, the team hasn't been able to make the postseason since 2015. Following a 7-9 2017 season, the team opted to trade for Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Alex Smith and let their 3-year starter Kirk Cousins sign with the Minnesota Vikings. So far in 2018, the Skins are off to a 2-1 start and seem to be in a good position to improve upon last season's record. Number 3, the New York Giants, worth $3.3 billion. Staying in the NFC East, we have the 3rd most valuable team in the NFL, the New York Football Giants. The Giants had a woeful 2017 season, finishing last in the NFC East with a 3-13 record. Fans of the Giants were hopeful that the addition of 2nd overall pick running back Saquon Barkley, as well as the re-signing of star wideout Odell Beckham Jr., would lead to an improvement upon last season's record, But so far, the Giants have struggled to get anything going as they have stumbled to a 1-3 start where they find themselves bottom of the NFC East once again. Number 2, the New England Patriots, worth $3.7 billion. At number 2 on the list of most valuable NFL teams is the team that has dominated the NFL for almost 2 decades, the New England Patriots. Seeing the Patriots this high on the list shouldn't come as a shock given their consecutive Super Bowl appearances and 9th playoff berth in a row. In 2017, Forbes reported that the franchise saw a 50% increase in merchandise sales following their Super Bowl 51 victory over the Atlanta Falcons. And while that momentum couldn't get them past the Philadelphia Eagles at Super Bowl 52 back in February, it did keep their coffers full. So far this season, the Patriots have had their struggles, but now with the return of Julian Edelman, as well as Tom Brady continuing to play at an all-time level, it would be foolish to bet against the Patriots in the AFC. Number 1, the Dallas Cowboys, worth $4.8 billion. Everything's bigger in Texas, including the state's most popular team's bank account. The Dallas Cowboys are the most valuable team, not only in the NFL, but in the whole world, as they beat out the biggest soccer teams in the world, Manchester United, Real Madrid, and Barcelona, as well as the New York Yankees to take the top spot on this list. Worth an incredible $4.8 billion, America's team found itself on the outside looking in on the postseason in January, finishing with a 9-7 record after a rocky 2-3 start. The team looks to bounce back this year as general manager and owner Jerry Jones enters his 30th season with the franchise, and running back Ezekiel Elliott enters his 3rd season in the NFL. And that concludes the list of the 10 most valuable NFL franchises. Thank you for watching, leave a like if you enjoyed, and be sure to subscribe to NFL Daily for more NFL content that will be coming out shortly.